In this video, I'm going to walk you through how I made $754 trading my options ladder strategy. And the stock in question is no other than MSTY, Yieldmax'S MSTR Options Income Strategy ETF. And for this strategy to work, you have to want to own the stock in question to perform the ladder strategy. So the way this works is let's just say you wanted to own 100 shares of Msty, which is currently trading at $35.85, anywhere below $30 and below. And you guys know my overall strategy is growth and dividend investing through Yieldmax'S to get that passive income stream. Now, I've always wanted to open a position inside Msty, but as you can see here, it's absolutely ramped up with the craze of Bitcoin over the last couple of months. And, we got to a high of $44.40. So I've been reluctant to get into Msty, but I've decided now is the time. Now it's dropped slightly down into the 30s or 35s to do my options ladder strategy. And what this is selling a number of puts and ladder yourself down underneath the price that the minimum price that you're willing to pay, or the maximum price rather that you're willing to pay. And what I've got here is my screenshot from my account that I took utilizing the ladder strategy. So you can see here on the 21st of November, across some series of times, I then I sold two put options on Msty at $30, $25, and $20. And this is what the ladder strategy actually is. So the maximum I want to pay at this current point in time for 100 shares, or in this case, 200 shares of Msty, is at $30. Now, the reason why I chose the 21st is Msty actually paid out its dividend of $4.40 on the 21st. So the stock price would have dropped by $4. And also it was down another few dollars on the day. So I didn't get this exactly right in my timing, but it goes to show that I have now entered in put into Msty. So I've got 6 puts out there, which again is 600 shares. So if Msty drops below $20 on December the 24th, I will pick up 600 shares of Msty, which I'm absolutely fine with. Like I said, I want to get into a position on Msty. It pays over 100% dividend yield currently, so therefore I'm willing to start snapping up some shares. However, the beauty of this strategy is if Msty, let's say, one option is it closes above $30. You can see here in the proceeds sections before commissions that I made $754 pre-tax, or pre-commissions rather. And what that's basically telling me is even if Msty closes above 30, I would have made $754. So I'm trading a stock that I want to own, and I actually wanted to come down. But in the event that it doesn't come down and it continues to go up, as Bitcoin eventually will go over 100,000, I will make $754, which again, I'm not shying away. It's technically free money by doing this trade. If, for example, Msty expires at $27, let's say, I will pick up 200 shares at 30, which is fine. Again, I'm not too bothered about where I am with the price and NAV erosion, all that other stuff, because it pays out so well. I would have assigned 200 shares. I still would have kept my 754. And then what I'll do for next month, let's say it's 27, I will then start to sell puts at 25, 20, and 18, for example. So the other reason why I like Msty is not because of the payout, but because it tracks MicroStrategies, which is heavily linked to Bitcoin in terms of volatility. It has very juicy option premiums. As you can see here, to get, $442 for 2 options. So it's like just $210 on a Yieldmax'S fund, right, is pretty decent. Even here, right, 136, whatever that is divided by 2, number two. That's still $68 per contract. And it was it's trading at $35 for me to sell the 20 put. Now, I'm not being funny or anything. If Msty does get back into the 20 levels, I'll probably end up buying 1,000 shares of Msty anyway. I might as well make this free money of me. I'll bite your hand off to go get it at 20. So this is what I'm saying is of the options ladder strategy. The key point is you want to find a stock that you're willing to own. You have to at least own 100 shares of it to trade options. You don't have to do 2 contracts each. You can do 1 contract each. And then what you do is you ladder your positions in below the maximum price that you're willing to pay. And it has to be something you want to own. It can't be a junk stock or a stock that's not profitable, etc. Or you've done your research, you think it's undervalued, whatever it may be, is you've got to make sure that you're happy to do this. And again, the better the volatility is, the most we're looking to do. You guys know I own 1,100 shares of CONY. And again, CONY has done really well for me since I've got into that investment. I think this here, again, I reckon we'll make our money back in less than a year with the rate this is going. And it may not go down to 30 or below. I don't know. And again, as you can see here, it's currently sitting at 35.85. And I'm recording this on November the 23rd. And I've basically got till September the 20th. So just under a month, it has to get to 30 or below for me to get signed. And, we'll check back in. I'll let you know how this thing goes. I'll let this run all the way to expiration. And then I'll just do it again. And again, depending on where Msty is, I could make $500, even $1,000. I wish I actually did more at the 20. I reckon I could have done 10 contracts at the 20 because I just don't think it's going to get there just with the volatility of what Bitcoin's doing with Trump and all these good things. So this is why I think this is a really, really interesting time that we can start making a decent amount of money. And if we actually take it back to my overall philosophy, again, I think I'll put it in the comment down below, but basically of my actual overall strategy is that I'm borrowing money to buy Yieldmax'S options. And I am paying that money back through the Yieldmax'S dividends that I'm getting through CONY, tsly, ULTY, etc., etc. But at the same time, I'm also trading options. I've got strangles on Tesla, or I've got puts on Google, I've got puts on Nike, I've got covered calls on Right. I've got all these other different things in play which are bringing me money. So this $754, for example, that can go towards another 100 shares of, probably the cheapest one I'm in is ULTY, right? So ULTY is a $10 stock. So for me to own 100 shares, it's going to be $1,000. Just made 754 just on Msty alone. And again, my Nike put, my Google put, my Tesla strangle, I've made way over $1,000. So I'm not even utilizing the dividends. And if you guys saw my last video, I made over $2,000 last month on Yieldmax'S alone. So I've just made 700 here and a few hundred here, there, and everywhere. Let's call it $3,000. And I have actually purchase some more Yieldmax'S shares with my dividends, but I'm just showing you an example of where you've got your dividends coming in and you've got your options premium coming in at the same time. So what that is doing is that, my minus 15K that I'm getting 2K from Yieldmax'S, let's say, so that's minus 13. Unless I'm getting another 1,000 from options, that's minus 12. So if I said to myself, I'm willing to go up to minus 15K in cash, that's 3,000 for me to go and reinvest this month into more Yieldmax'S stocks or into growth stocks, whatever I decide to choose. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring enough income coming through the door to then purchase more Yieldmax'S funds, like a Msty, for example. And that's why I'm quite reluctant of getting Msty, because it's like a $30, $40 stock. That's $3,000 I've got to put in. So I'm trying to balance out between, do I just build up my ULTY position and buy 300 shares at $3,000? Or do I just buy another 100 shares of Msty at $440 or $4,000, whatever it may be? So again, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts of the option value strategy and the ladder. Really keen for you guys to have a go at this. Let me know if you've got any questions, and I shall see you guys in the next video.